Thanks for joining us on this edition of National Focus. I'm Kerdisha St. Coming up, $45 million towards geothermal project, Dominica taking action to manage fishing activities, and stakeholders convene for domestic violence workshop. Stay with us for details of these and other stories after this.
Introducing the Government of Dominica Internal Directory mobile app, available for download from the Google Play Store, One Mobile Market, and the Government of Dominica's website. Access to all ministries and sub-departments' phone, email and office addresses and websites. Simply select a ministry and the sub-department. You can dial directly from the app or save the numbers to your phone contacts. It's convenience at your fingertips.
Is my passport ready for pickup? Good. It really works.
Download the Government of Dominica Internal Directory mobile app today.
Welcome back. Honorable Prime Minister and Minister for Finance Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit has announced that government will inject $45 million into Dominica's geothermal project. The Finance Minister was speaking at a private sector forum at the Fortune Hotel on Friday. Honorable Skerrit says the success of this project will have a positive impact on the private sector.
We have invested millions thus far and will make a further investment of $45 million easy in the development of the geothermal plant. I am sure that you all look forward to the significant reduction in the cost of energy that will follow. This will be a positive impact on your businesses, and this should also stimulate investments by others in establishing new businesses.
This cash injection is funded by the Citizenship by Investment program. In more news, the Ministry of Agriculture is collaborating with the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations to develop a strategy and action plan for compliance with the 2009 FAO Agreement on port-state measures. These measures are to prevent, deter, and eliminate illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing. A 5-day workshop is being held at the Fortune Hotel, and various topics will be discussed to improve management of Dominica's fishing borders. On May 6, 2016, Dominica acceded to the 2009 FAO Port-State Measures Agreement. The agreement came into effect from June 5, 2016. Honorable Minister for Fisheries Johnson Drago addressed the opening ceremony.
Dominica took this bold step to globally declare its intention and let other like-minded countries as well as will-be perpetrators know that we stand on the issue of illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing. The main objective of the agreement is to prevent illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing by implementing robust control measures at national ports of entry. These measures are to be applied to foreign fishing vessels with illegally caught fish seeking entry to our ports, or to prevent the sale of or discharge of any such fish while they are in port.
Fishery and Aquaculture Officer Raymond Van Arney explained the importance of the implementation of this strategy for Dominica and the Caribbean.
Illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing, the so-called IUU fishing, continues to be a threat to the effective conservation and management of fishery resources in the Caribbean region, despite the many efforts by governments and other stakeholders. Because of IUU fishing, the government of the Commonwealth of Dominica is failing to achieve the nationally agreed fisheries management goals and objectives. If IUU fishing is not dealt with, it can lead to the collapse of a fishery or seriously impair efforts to rebuild stocks that have already been depleted.
Representatives of the FAO will be facilitating the 5-day workshop, attended by representatives of the Fisheries and Forestry Division, Customs, and the Dominica Air and Seaport Authority, among others. Also this news time, the Honorable Minister for Health, Dr. Kenneth Daru, strongly advocates government's mission to eradicate pit latrines. He was speaking at a contract signing ceremony last week for the construction of 42 washrooms for families in the Kings Hill area, funded by the Citizenship by Investment program at a value of $462,000.
I'm telling you, it's no laughing matter, people, to visit the shut-ins, especially the elderly people who would have contributed towards nation building in their own modest way, and to see them shut out in a bedroom sometimes, and the insanitary, if that's such a word, conditions that they were living in. And you would see right now the look on their faces and the thanks they have to this Labour Party administration for modest things such as a washroom. So it's something we take for granted, especially what I like to call the Roseau people. Okay, no discriminating there, but it's something that the people in the rural areas, or what they call the suburban areas, that we would be very familiar with, and the unpleasantness and the not so hygienic conditions of a pit latrine. So which is why, as the Minister of Health, and even as a medical doctor first of all, and the Minister of Health secondly, I strongly support this move by the Dominican Labour Party in this quest to eradicate pit latrines. So while it is something that's taken for granted, I don't want you to know it's no laughing matter. And as the Minister of Health, I said I stand in strong solidarity and support of this program.
Honorable Senator Josiah Benoit, in his address, echoed the sentiments of the minister, commending the Roosevelt-Skerrit-led administration for this initiative.
Sadly, there are many families within the community of Kings Hill that still face this reality on a daily basis. So I say, just as this day is a blessed day, it was a blessed day when the Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Roosevelt-Skerrit, declared a war on pit latrines in Dominica. And I really want to thank him for that. Because let's ask ourselves, how many of us would see value in such an initiative? How many of us would publicly state that we had such an objective? But I believe by his leadership, it brought us to that realization that this is in fact a significant undertaking that must be implemented. And we must see the eradication of pit latrines in Dominica, the Roseau South included, for our health, for our security, and for our prosperity. I think it demonstrates the continued compassion of our Prime Minister, as we have seen demonstrated in a program such as the Yes We Care.
He also highlighted the economic impact of the project.
How many would see the wisdom in taking on addressing pit latrines as a priority? It's already too late for our kids to be exposed to the diseases that can be contracted by using a pit latrine. But think of the economic impact of this program to the local contractors, to the skilled and unskilled men and women, to the small businesses where they will go to spend the funds that they earn. Also, what about the hardware stores where the fittings, the toilets, the showers will come from? What about the children? The children who will have a better environment where they can reach their full academic and social potential. This is the wisdom of our Prime Minister, and I want to thank him for bringing this program to the community of Kings Hill.
Senator Benoit stated that this indicates that the promise made by the Labour Party administration to eradicate pit latrines in Dominica was not an empty one.
It demonstrates not just wise leadership on the part of our Prime Minister and his cabinet, but responsible leadership, because his pledge to eradicate the pit latrines was not an empty pledge. He undertook to mobilize millions of dollars to implement this program. And today, we will see some $462,000 from the Citizenship by Investment program being utilized to improve the lives of citizens in the Roseau South. That is responsible leadership on the part of our Prime Minister and on the part of his cabinet. And I say to us here in Kings Hill, the time has come today for us to also take on our responsibility in this effort.
You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
Children, yell and tell if someone tries to abuse you. Tell until someone believes you and they do something about it.
For more information on child abuse or to report suspected cases on child abuse, contact the Social Welfare Division on 33 Great Marlborough Street or call 266-3020 or 266-3080.
Thanks for staying with us. The social and human rights issue of domestic violence is being addressed head-on by the Bureau of Gender Affairs. Last week, the Bureau collaborated with the Dominica Police Force, NGOs, and government departments to host a domestic and gender-based violence training workshop. According to Project Officer of the Bureau of Gender Affairs, Melissa Morgan, this workshop is necessary as the fight against domestic violence is not just the responsibility of the public, but a wide range of institutions.
Many institutions have some form of responsibility before, after, or during domestic violence. In Dominica, some of the institutions are civil society, the Ministry of Health, the Police Force, the Ministry of Social Services, Family, Gender Affairs, the Bureau of Gender Affairs, the Ministry of Health, and many more. This is why today this workshop is very important, bringing together the different stakeholders, the police officers, so that we can work together and develop a collaborative approach to reduce domestic violence.
Regional consultant from Grenada, Tilly Burke, believes that this training to be one that is timely in Dominica.
What is abundantly clear is that law enforcement officers and other stakeholders are truly embracing the opportunity to build their capacity to respond effectively to cases involving domestic violence and other forms of gender-based violence. They are recognizing that these crimes are not only escalating in terms of numbers, the frequency, but also in terms of the gravity of the cases.
She noted the link between the rise in family violence and community-based violence.
Police forces across the region, in particular as I move across the region, and I do a lot of work with police forces, the police training school in Barbados, with commissioners, and as I meet with commissioners, there's this, I believe, increased recognition that there's a correlation between escalating levels of family-based violence with increasing levels of violence in communities on the whole. In other words, you can't ignore or trivialize family violence in a context where that kind of violence spills over into the community and into society on the whole.
The consultant believes that to be effective in this fight against domestic abuse, the legislation passed must be implemented.
The OECS in 2004, they started a family law reform process, and they created a batch of bills, and the domestic violence is one of those bills, the domestic violence bill. And that Dominica is soon, I'm told, going to pass that model legislation that does have bring about some changes, not major, but some changes. This training workshop is therefore grounded in the reality that implementation of law, whether that law is new or not so new, matters not. It is grounded in the fact that when you have law, it requires building the capacity of those who have to implement the law, those who have to work with the beneficiaries of that law, the persons who are intended to benefit from the law. And so, this is what the training is really grounded in, that reality, that you cannot just create law, policy, and not have those on the ground understand what it means to bring meaningful effect to those laws and policies.
GIS News will bring you more on this event in a subsequent newscast. And finally, this news time, the 9 competitors who will be challenging the reigning Calypso monarch, King Dice, have been selected for the finals. Stefan from the island of Trinidad is the only newcomer who made it through to the final round. After what is described as a tough competition last Saturday night, the other finalists are Janae, Tasha P, Webb, Caressa, Daddy Chess, Bob, JD, and Genius. The Calypso finals will be held at the Eddie Andre Carnival City on February 25th.
Like they don't know the kind of songs Pat writing. Like they don't hear the kind of songs they singing. I hear boxers why Dicey don't go to buy. some would hissing. There we ask blessing. Would it be animal farm? Rise above your circumstance. Rise, now is your chance. Rise, get up, so sit down. Rise, show them you have the ambition. Cause no matter what's at stake, the future's yours to celebrate. Show them every ghetto youth is able and can contribute. So I got this feeling everything is going to be alright. In this dark tunnel I see a light. Yeah, one-on-one, this simple education. One-on-one, we just have to talk. Yes. Their lyrical content was atrocious, and their rendition very obnoxious. One of them almost end up winning the monarchy when Pemberton noticed he hooked in the minor key. Oh boy, he hooked in the minor. Hook in the minor. Mommy, oh, in the minor key. When he was in and out of the court, he was a nice boy. With marijuana and guns he was caught. He was a nice boy. When she was always looking for bail, he was a nice boy. Spending money he never repay her. He was a nice boy. He took for granted she was deported. He used to boast that she had it back. Dominica, I love you from the bottom of my heart. I'm so glad I found you, and from you I'll never part. You are the queen of the Caribbean. Your kind of beauty I have never seen. There's no such thing as a free lunch. Expect to give something in return. Look at free milk with suspicion. Be wise, no returns. Don't get burned. Hey! A country painted red and blue with ignorance down the middle. So politicians take advantage of the poor minds of my people. Or they tell me if you sing for the blue, judges will put you through maximum rotation on the blue radio station. Observe the fans and them divided through the end. Are going all the way this time, all the way in the final night. No weapon formed against me shall stop me in my stride. I'm going all the way this time. Fans are going all the way this time. All the way in the final night. I refuse to be a victim of coup. This time I'm going all the way this time. Huh.
And that's the English news. We now join Shaakira Pierre for the Creole highlights.
Bienvenue à cette nouvelle à Creole, non c'est Shaakira Pierre. Ministre pêche et puis organisation majeure et puis agriculture vini ensemble pour aider moun d'autres pays vini pêcher à Dominique. En mai l'année 2016, Dominique fait agreement pour mise porte organisation majeure et puis agriculture pour l'année 2009. Agreement ça là pour effet hot 5 juin l'année 2016. Your workshop qui prend place pour 5 jours à l'hôtel Fort Young. Ministre Pêche, Honorable Johnson Drago, Pour passer là, koyon qui bénéfice pêche Dominique.
Aujourd'hui, c'est un spécial jour pour nous à Dominique. En mois mai 2015, Dominique c'est un agreement avec FAO pour entrer dans ça il Port State Measures Agreement. Agreement ça c'est pour aider pays à manager ça monde qui va venir pêcher en glo Dominique et puis globally sans permission. So you can ça illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing IUU. Là où on trouve un argument ça ou quand on trouve un argument qui au tapé où on la terre on trouve un
Honorable Drago Kwe Agwemansala, important pour business pêcher à Dominique.
Ça fait pêcher, ça fait chez les poissons, c'est un grand business pour nous Dominique. Et nous les protéger l'eau nous les protéger poissons qui en l'eau nous, et nous les pêcher nous faire en la vie les à pêcher. So pour commander ça bien, nous devons trouver un agreement ça avec FAO qui a bonne opportunité pour établir ça un framework pour manager unregulated ça fait pêcher ça.
Travailler division pêche d'ASPA et puis ministre santé engagé à workshop ça là. À d'autres nouvelles, capitaine bateau qui a voyagé en Dominique pour mener produits locaux à d'autres pays en région là, qui a tapé éducation pour 5 jours. Éducation ça là commence lundi semaine ça là et puis qui fini vendredi semaine ça là. Après éducation ça là, c'est capitaine là qui a tapé certification pour faire ses voyages là sans problème. Vincent Etienne c'est officier projet ça là. Etienne parle et puis nouvelle gouvernement.
Gouvernement mettait l'argent pour nous assister c'est captain boat qui a mené produits hot Dominique à tous ces pays caribéens là comme Antigua c'est bateau là qui a quitté Dominique tous les dimanches et lundi pour mener produits au Guadeloupe Saint-Martin Antigua Martinique ces places là autant ces monde là yo fait ça pour autant l'année comme yo c'est exporté dans là mais autant dit yo pas ni ça yo ka couiller certificat là c'est même comme si dit il y a autant de monde qui ni voiture yo ka mener voiture là pour l'année yo bon mais yo pas ni en licence pour conduire voiture so ça nous a fait programme ça là calibre tous ces capitaines bateau là en licence pour yo ça conduire bateau là
13 capitaines qui est engagé en éducation ça là. Et puis finalement, Edna Alexandra célébrait l'année jeudi semaine passée. Yo la messe point place en l'église catholique Guambé pour commencer célébration là. Father Branca John fait la messe là. Après la messe là, il y a une réception point place en Bubble City à Guambé. His Excellency Charles Savre et puis Mrs. Savre et puis membre parlement pour Guambé, Honorable Justina Charles, aussi participé en célébration là. Alexander dansé par tout le monde qui était là et puis il aussi dit un petit parole.
Mon cas boire, mon cas manger, mon cas changer, bon Dieu, qu'a crié Jésus. Les mois il dormi, mon cas oui merci, il fait me passer un bon la journée. Là mon lever bon matin, même bitin au souhait.
Ça c'est tout pour nouvelles en créole. Non moi c'est Shaakira Pierre. Au revoir.
Your tip to maintain a beautiful skin is next. In today's tip, we'll share with you how to maintain a beautiful skin. Collagen aids in the production of skin, blood vessels, ligaments, scar tissue, and muscles. Common skin disorders and conditions can decrease your collagen levels. To regrow and promote collagen growth, adjust your diet to include foods rich in vitamins and minerals. Eating oranges, cashews, and fish can aid the process. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov news.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow our Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on a past National Focus newscast on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I'm Kerdisha St. Thanks for watching and join us again next time on National Focus.